Hi, friends. Congratulations, Jaya. You beat Jerish. How we doing? How we doing? I know it's a bit out of the ordinary for me to stream on a Tuesday, so thank you all for being here. I am sorry I missed yesterday, so I'm doing a makeup stream. Yesterday I did not sleep the night before at all. At fucking all. I spent all night in bed trying to sleep. All fucking night. Oh my god, I was tired. My brain was doing the bad brain things. So I was not feeling like talking, friends. I was not feeling like talking, but we're here. We're going to do a little makeup stream, and we are then going to raid into the PCU because it is the end of Pride Month, sadly, friends, which means PCU closing ceremony tonight. Lots planned for the ceremony. It's going to go for about 3 hours. Make sure you got cuppers and snacks and you're ready to go, because we're going to raid right into the start of that. We're going to go till about 7 or just before. Whenever they go live, we're raiding in pretty much. But yeah, and then we have our usual Wednesday stream tomorrow. Friday we have our Kofi movie night, and Saturday we have Lego Batman, and Sunday we have Ghibli movie night. We haven't decided which Ghibli movie yet, so if you want to suggest a Ghibli movie, please do so in the Discord. But yeah, busy week ahead. I also next week have a rental inspection, so somewhere in the middle of all this activity I've got to clean my apartment. Just a little. It's mostly scrubbing my shower screens, giving the toilet a scrub, cleaning the oven, and vacuuming, really. So it's really not that big a job. I've kept the place pretty clean since the last inspection. But yeah, I have my tea. We have our tavern talk. We've connected it to Twitch. But yeah, we'll see how long my voice lasts. Hopefully it lasts till 7. It is a nice, cool, grey, rainy day. Weirdly, warmer than yesterday, but somehow it feels cooler. Make that make sense. Because I tell you, it was a whole, 5 degrees colder yesterday. At least. But it felt warmer than it does today. And no, it isn't the feels like temperature doing it, because the feels like yesterday was 3 or 4 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. Today it's around the same temperature. Hello, pretty bird. Anyways, don't mind me getting distracted by the birds out in the tree. Shall we get into it? Right, where were we up to? This looks about right. Act 2, The Dreaming. Part 5, Drew Mash. 43rd of the Dreaming Moon. Ah, yes, the lesbians. Oh, my head, what happened? Right? Mine hurts like I was just rolled around in a barrel. I'm so sorry, I must have fallen asleep. Unless your drowsiness is contagious, I don't think you're to blame for this. It seems we all passed out. Thank you for the lurk, Sharky. I hope you're doing well. Do either of you remember anything? Well, there was that fog. But where are my manners? You must be thirsty. Let's try to piece this all together after some refreshments. Yeah, that was a bit of fun, but you look pretty frazzled, Mari. You could use something strong, right? Girl, stop trying to act brave. You were shivering. I certainly wouldn't complain. Perhaps something filling? I feel lightheaded. You need a full mug, 5 shots of goodness, all poured into one. Just promise to catch me if I fall. We got a pet bee bug. We got a pet Captain Bee bug. All right. Filling full mug 5 shots. What do we got? That covers that. Not that. None of this has the word filling in it, that's for sure. All right, let's any stress in the bring a wash away with the brush tea. Paired with any growing plenty of modification to kind of surely but slowly. This inspiring nautical charm brute force. Oh. Game crashed. Game crashed. That was a big old crash. A crashy poo, if you will. Try this again.
All it takes is a step to be the one they say up and left.
Try again.
In the sun
All right, let's try this again. Full mug. Mug. See, that's a mug, right? Or is that a mug? Boost your energy, encourage tenfold, and some brawler. Definitely not these. It's either the brawler or the slow strike. I feel like it's the slow strike. So let's try that. Alright, and how do we make the slow strike? It takes us back to... But what if we pull one of these? And then... to get that back, we do that. Right. And then we just need 2 back on top. Oh! Oopsie, give a wrong drink to an adventurer. Guess I was wrong. I zoned out when I made this, but a drink's a drink. The drink, that's true. Maybe try to make a good one next time? Right, so the fog. Whatever it did to us, it's over now. No point worrying about it if we're all fine, right? Fog doesn't normally make people pass out. You're right, no need to worry. So, I think that's how we do. And then I think if we test by pressing... Yes, okay. So you can vote on my choices by just putting a 1 or 2 in chat. We don't even know how long we were out for. And I didn't exactly wake up refreshed. Doesn't it worry you that it's still lingering outside? Is it just outside? Because girl, it looks like it's inside. Nah. I should. I need to check on my parents. I just hope nobody got hurt. Yes, I should go and see them. Wait, Murray. I mean, it's still pretty foggy outside, right? Are you sure it's safe to go? Shouldn't we check for magic first? It's fine. I'll figure it out on the way. Okay, sure. Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, running away is often the best way to deal with a difficult situation. Girl? Girl, that's avoidant attachment if I ever heard it. I don't need your sarcasm right now. No, I'm being serious. When things go bad, it's best to leave and find better energy elsewhere. I left Avalon for that exact reason. Girl. Girl. You left the dream planes? How? Why, by using an ancient teleporting mirror, of course. A bit risky, but you've got to grab chances when you see them. I'm afraid teleporting out of the dream planes isn't just a bit risky, Kaya. It's close to impossible and very dangerous. People usually get stuck in the barriers between them and other planes. You could have seriously hurt yourself. Or worse. It was fine. I mean, the mirror broke, but I didn't, and I got to make a cute mosaic out of it after. Like I always say, if life gives you lemons, get a different life. That doesn't sound like the healthiest advice. That sounds about right. Yeah, we're totally gonna feed this woman's delusions. I beg to differ, you can't fix everything. Life's too short for bad vibes. Also, lemons are good for your immune system. In small, occasional doses. Alright, you got me on a lemon technicality. And, you know, I'm sure there's a way back if I ever wanted to go. I'm sure you could possibly not risk your life and limb by going back. That's not how the dream planes work. That was a one-way trip, Gaia. Ever the pessimist. I have to go now. I need to make sure everyone is okay. I should check on the town too. You got it. See you around. Or not. All cool. Is there anything I can do to help? No, but thank you. I feel like I ought to do something. You don't, Kit. This is on me. Safe travels, Miriam. Oofed, we didn't need her anyway. What a bore. Girl. Really? You were hitting on her before. No need to be so mean. Mean? She literally just walked out on us. Girl, you have issues and you need to speak to a therapist. She's worried about her family. But what if the fog turns her into a cloud or something? I just made her a friendship bracelet. Kaya? Yeah, you're right. So it's just you and me. What are we gonna do? Should we tidy up a bit? Fisher me? I totally forgot about you. You okay? Kaya, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's tidy up a bit, yeah? We can't have people stumbling in here thinking we're a mess. You have a reputation to keep up, do I? Do I have a reputation to keep up? Sure, let's tidy up. How odd. What? While I was out from that fog, I dreamed that all the shelves in the pantry were hanging upside down. And look, they are. Did I sleepwalk? Just how magically potent is that stuff? Oh, that is odd, or as Murray would call it, rather peculiar. A strange fog put us to sleep after invading the tavern. Who else could it have affected, and why did it mess with my interior design? I hope she's alright. Me too. This sucks. Should be here helping us deal with whatever this magical weirdness is. She's out there dealing with whatever the magical weirdness is, girl. You are clingy to a T. But she's worried. I know, you said that. He said that, but she could have made it sure we were all right first. Like, she clearly saw you and saw that we were okay, girl. This is clingy, like stage 5 clinger shit. What, does she have an identical twin that will die if they don't reunite by midnight or something? Girl. She does have a sister, actually. A younger one. Oh, what's her name? Well, Miriam, but... Zara. It's Zara. Oh, you know her first name? Are you close? We're... research partners, bitter rivals, best friends. Say research partners. Congrats, then I hope she's okay or whatever. Yeah, me too. I need a drink, like now. Can you get me one? Sure. Anything in particular you're in the mood for? So something to help me defend the tavern in case that weird fog gets its way back inside. Are you blind? Are you completely fucking blind? It is inside the building, girl. It is inside the building, but okay. And I could definitely use a spark of motivation if we have to do more cleaning. I could add an extra bit of courage for any hazards involving dust, or just make it super refreshing to get you going after our strange power nap. Oh snap, both sound perfect. You're the expert here, dealer's choice. Let me finish my tea. Alrighty. What are we making? What did we say? Defend the tavern, a spark of motivation, courage, or refreshing. So let's start at the start. Sweetness, melting worries, creativity and confidence, energy and courage, motivates you to dominate any battle. So maybe the brawler? What do we say? Defend the tavern, spark of motivation, courage. Inspiring hope, courage. Inspiring luck, hope, nope. Refreshing, motivation. So it's between the slow strike and the northern brawler again. So here on the southern coast, any stress washed away. Brawler is a perfect combination with the. Let's just go with the brawler, I think. And then get this. Maybe that. Oh, definitely this. Alright, that gets that there. Then we just need that up 1 and that up 2. A bit of that. And then oh, that gets us wrong. Oh no, I fucked up. Here you go, B. Let's try again. And then Okay, we'll do it this way. Northern Brawler, there we go. I hope my choice will serve you well. I feel like I could defend the tavern from the mightiest of giant clouds. Oh, there's our big softie. You're finally awake. Hey, Gaius. Perfect timing. We could use some cheering up around here. What have you been up to? Worrying, mostly. But you're okay? I think so. I came by earlier, but you were both out cold. Hold on, you weren't? Did the fog only affect cute people in taverns? No, not at all. Everyone in town passed out. How long has it been, by the way? About 36 hours. That is a long time to be passed out. I woke up around halfway through. It was pretty scary. I thought you might never wake up. I guess I wasn't as affected because of my dream magic or something. I'm not sure how it interacts with creepy mist. Did you take the opportunity to draw mustaches on all of us sleeping beauties? That would have been really clever, but no, I was panicking too much to do any mischief. I kept worrying about what the fog could have been doing to everyone. I wanted to help, but I had no clue where to start. We're safe and sound, no need to worry your pretty little head. Let's just move on now, yeah? Girl! Stop repressing your trauma! Yeah, I do that. Worry, I mean. More than I should, probably. Is everyone else okay? I think so. I was trying to move people to safety when everyone started waking up. I was so relieved. But then again, it wasn't like waking up from normal sleep, right? You felt that too. Everyone was so disorientated when they started waking up, struggling to remember things and all. That's when Captain Bristlestash approached me for help. What a name! Captain Bristlestash. Wait, is that his real name, or do you just call him that? No, why would I call him something that isn't his name? That would be so mean. Oh, shots fired. Does he have a really prickly mustache? No, but he does have hairy ears, although I don't think that's important. So Captain Bristlestash? Incredible, so that's really his name? He knows I'm good with dreams. I helped him recreate his favorite pair of socks a few years back after they unraveled in the wash. I tried to gently help guide people back into the realm of the awake, but all I did was accidentally cover them in goo. That would be quite the thing to wake up to. Were they dreaming of slime? No, but things I summon are always a bit gooey, like everything's covered in a film of dream residue, I guess. I just wasn't really sure what to do, and I just ended up making things weirder. Yeah, gooing on people without their consent is definitely making things weird. The captain asked me to stop helping after that. How rude, you were just trying to help. No, I get it. It isn't really comfortable having someone in your head. Hey fucking men. Nobody wants to have their inner thoughts exposed, not even to themselves sometimes. Hold on 1 second, friends. And back to it. Mine are nothing but sunshine and rainbows, so my thoughts and I would be instant besties for sure. That's really good, Kaya. I wish mine were like that too. Oh, get over yourself. Girl! I do not like this girl. I do not like this girl. I do not. Not at all. Not one bit. I'm sorry for being so melodramatic. I was just kidding. No, you weren't. You're a horrible person. Oh, all right. Anyway, I came back to check on you again as soon as I could. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay too. You are okay, right? No weird side effects or anything? We're both fit as a couple of fiddles. The two of us have just been tidying up the place and it looks good as new. It really does. You'd never know anything happened. So you sure you're all right, Kit? I get that. Is there anything I can do to help? Your presence is already helping. Oddly enough, I think I could just use a good night's rest, but thank you. What about you? Something tells me you could use a drink. You know it. I actually just found a recipe. There was this lemon in my left shoe and I had a peek at its dreams. I started going a bit crazy during those 18 hours. What? There was a lemon in his left shoe. And the lemon was dreaming. The lemon was dreaming. Started going a bit crazy, you think? Should I be worried about intellectual property theft if I make this drink? I don't think a lemon could afford a lawyer, and I could really use a fruity pick-me-up. You are a fruity pick-me-up, honey. You are a fruity pick-me-up. The Dour Sour. A recipe straight from a lemon's dream. Is it angry or just sour? It's for sure inspiring and refreshing. Negative emotions like sadness will be sucked away and replaced by the motivation to go out into the world. Since it's a fruity drink, I'm sure it'll become popular with sailors very soon. Let's just hope no one will start sleepwalking after drinking this dreamy recipe. Do you still have that pink potion, the round one with the gold swirls in it, that calms your mind? I think we finally found something it'd be perfect in. Good call. Let me go grab it and we can taste test your new recipe. This must be the new one. Alright, let's have a look. Nashira. It gives us charisma, minus to charisma and minus to intelligence. That's fucking hilarious. But I guess we're using that in the drink. So we'll put a dash of that in. Oh, that's very pink. That's so pink. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. And then we need to go back one more on that one. And forward two on that. Not that one. I mean, that could work. Hang on a sec. Forward two. Forward two, forward two, forward two. I know there's... There. So we do that, right? Okay. And then... Yeah, we still go one back on that one. Which is... Do any of these go one back? No. Okay, that's going to be annoying. We're just going to... Hang on. What if I do two of these? Right. And then... Think, Kit, think. That'll take us back one. So then we could go like this. No, that won't work either. Because then we... Hang on. Do we not have one that can just... I can't math for shit, friends. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Hang on. Which one of these does... We'll do that. And then that. There we go. I need to know, does this taste like a lemon's dream? Be honest. It tastes just like it. You're incredible, Kit. I don't know if I feel less crazy or more crazy, but it's great. You know, something about that fog feels kind of nostalgic. It reminds me of the stories my ma used to tell about her adventures in the Gulf of Fog. The way she talked about it made it sound terrifying and amazing at the same time. She's always been a thrill seeker. Nightmares don't scare phantasms, they excite us. Right, how did catching up with her go? Is she well? She's great, I think. We didn't really get to talk much. She headed out before the fog started, and it's not like I would have been able to find her anywhere after. I wanted to show her my new potato soup recipe. But that'll be for next time, I guess. Ooh, potatoes and soup, two of my favorite things? Gib, I will try your potato soup recipe. You mean the one from last year? Yeah, I just wanted to give her a little boost with some tasty food before she had to head out on her next adventure. I'm sorry. A whole year you've been trying to show her this recipe. This woman is a terrible mother. But I get it, of course. She always has to leave on very short notice, so even saying goodbye can sometimes take too long. I'm sorry. No, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. Let me at her. Let me punch this woman. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Pa's still around. He's always around. He's just kind of there, you know. Oh my god, this poor man. This poor, sweet man. He spends most of his time cataloging the slime trails of various slugs and snails. The most boring thing imaginable. You know how hard it is to turn him down without telling him I'd prefer to cook the slugs instead? So what's so scary but awesome about the Gulf of Fog? Kaya? What? I'm just curious. It's okay, I was rambling. Rambling is exactly what this tavern is for. Let's ramble for about a bit of adventure for now. But scary, awesome stuff is way more exciting. I guess the place is very foggy and, the treacherous waters there can easily lead you astray or into some rocks, or worse, to a great sea monster. Ma said the Gulf is swarming with dangerous foes. But of all of them, silk krakens have always scared me the most. Imagine a normal kraken, but its tentacles produce this strong, sticky silk. That sounds like someone, a fanfic writer wrote that. A fanfic writer wrote that. For fucking sure. I'm sorry. A kraken, but it produces strong, sticky silk. Quote, unquote. Strong, sticky, bro. Then it weaves enormous webs underwater to catch fish or even entire ships. I'm sure that's all it does with its strong, sticky silk. Yep. But just wait until you hear my ma's favorite part of the story. Apparently some crazy adventurers used to climb them and then use their tentacles like some sort of slide. Slide is right. I'm sure they used it as a quote-unquote slide. Pull the brakes, full stop, wait a minute. Really? Now that's a new life goal unlocked. I mean, they might just be old tales. I've never encountered anyone who actually dared to try. I mean, yeah, that's the level of monster fuckery that you don't survive. Well, you're talking to someone who's going to. Suddenly I like her. And all it took was her to be a monster fucker. I'd love to see that. Promise you'll come back here after and tell us everything. The Gulf of Fog harbors great danger and mystery, like foggy, rocky shorelines, and sea monsters that double as improvised water slides. Okay, game. I see your game. I see your game. Also, I just realized... Is that Luffy's hat in the background? Is that Luffy's fucking hat in the background? Anyways. That reminds me, I totally forgot to ask about Kane's rebirthday. How were the tombs? Let me tell you, they were absolutely mind-blowing. And I found the perfect gift. That's great. Should I help you summon up a box now? Depends. Will it be covered in goo? Maybe, but we can clean it off. Water usually works wonders. And the fog isn't knocking anyone out anymore, right? No, I think it's harmless now. Seems it's caused a bit of dizziness, but that could just be my anxiety. I'll check out the marketplace for now then. See you later. Bye, Fisher-me. Alright, see ya. I think I ought to check up on my pa too. And the restaurant. It looks like my shift starts in 5 minutes. Oh, goodbye, handsome. And maybe Ma is at the docks after all. Oh, this poor sweet sad boy. He just wants some love from his mother. I'll come by with some leftovers for you and the crew later. Fuck yes. Maybe don't stray too far outside just to be safe. I wouldn't dream of it. See what I did there? Dream of it. Alright, let's see what we've got. Alright, Burning Peaks can live up to the name. Tilt Wick to the ground. Vampire lives inside of fog. I am so not done. It may have been sent by someone who could prepare. I'm wondering if... Oh, I can make... Oh, multiples. Okay. That's useless. Let's put them all down here so I can put them all on... I feel like there's like 3 quests here. Alright. Fog. Fog. Vampire. Message in a bottle. They seem to go together. But we'll see. Alright. Looks like we are on a new day, yes? Game? That would be great. Perfect. A new day? A little early, but I need to pee. So we're going to go to a quick ad break. You know the drill, folks. Whenever we need to run ads, go to a BRB, so no one misses any gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, take their meds if they need to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. That was a long one. Sorry, friends. We're back. Act 2, The Dreaming, Part 6. A dozen do it you I can say words. I can say words. A dozen do-it-yourself disasters. 44th of the Dreaming Moon. Mariam, good to see you. Good to be here. It feels like a weight gets lifted off my shoulders every time I walk through your doorway. That's exactly what I was going for when I built this place. I bought some puff pastries. Fuck yes, you gonna share? What a pleasant surprise. What's the occasion? Kaya made them. She what? And if I may, I would like to trade them for your alchemical expertise applied to certain physiological circumstances I'm experiencing. You want a drink? Are you trying to order a drink? Yes, that is indeed the case. I started brainstorming the moment you came in. What can I get you? I'm craving something for the mind. Perhaps using the Dubby potion would be a good fit. Something that matches the potion's effects. There's a lot I need to process right now. Sounds like you had an eventful time. Let me get that drink sorted, and then I'm all ears. Which one was the Dubby again? Ah, this one. So we start with a bit of that, and we work out what we can make. Alright. And she wants, for the mind, matches the potion's effects. Process. The potion's effects. Okay. So the potion's effects, intelligence and defense. Intelligence and defense. Intelligence and defense. Intelligence and defense. None of these really... Emotion, sadness, motivation. Nope. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. None of these work. I mean, maybe the slow strike? Maybe I can make the slow strike work? No. No, I can't make the slow strike work. Oh, it lessens defense, but it... Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Let's try something else. Hang on. I'm so stupid. It has to be the full-on hubris, then. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now we're cooking with potions. Alright, and then... Forward 2 on that one. 1 on that. So we do that. And then that. Oh, but then that takes that back. Nope. 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 We'll make it work somehow. Alright, that's got those back, and then that just needs to go back one again. Bing bong. What else could I offer a wizard but this crunchy delicacy? It pains me to admit it, but you're putting my own concoctions to shame. Thank you. The pastries are delicious, by the way. It feels like I've woken up in paradise just in time for the afternoon buffet. Thank you. It was mostly Kaya's effort, really. She's a devil in the kitchen. I mean, in a positive way. Like she's good at baking, that's all I meant. Sure, girl. Sure, girl. So yes, I'm inclined to agree with your analogy. Should we start passing your thoughts with the origin story of these sugar-loaded bad boys? Certainly. Kaya's plan was to bake something for Kane's rebirthday, but she wanted to practice first. So she simply waltzed into a few local bakeries looking for a kitchen to borrow. Instead, we ended up finding our luck in a private residence by the docks. A sweet smell attracted us there. It wasn't unlike the grapefruit star biscuits Zara and I used to make in the summer to avoid doing homework. I remember you'd make enough batches for the whole neighborhood. Maybe I should make a grapefruit drink at some point. Perhaps. Anyway, our careful optimism was greeted by a seasoned dwarf named Wolof. That seems a little reductive, but okay. Who crucially had a spare oven. Jackpot. We later found out that it was his late partner's oven. He used to host brunch quite frequently. Roloff was happy to see it being used again. How wonderful! We ended up trying out his partner's puff pastry recipe. We utterly failed at recreating it, but he seemed to enjoy watching us try. Sweaty DPS hours. Sweaty DPS hours, Sharky. Only a little bit of judgment. I can't say much. I was playing fucking Rivals earlier, and I've still got to fucking grind a little more ranked. He was quite sweet, though he left after a while to give us some space. He may have gotten the wrong idea about Kaya and I. We were just having some fun. Sure, girl. Sure, the wrong idea. My god, you two are fucking so obvious. Sometimes fun benefits from privacy. Ay, yo. Ay, fucking yo. Oh, shush. I had only meant to help her find a kitchen. There's still so much left to do for the festival. Girl. My mother wants to rent about all the benches that exist in the realm, so we won't have to turn anyone away from the feast. But Kaya kept giving me more things to do during the baking process, and I got pretty caught up trying not to burn anything. Yep, caught up trying not to burn anything. Yep, that's what you got caught up doing. Yep, that's what you got caught up doing. I may have also accidentally fallen asleep while the pastries were in the oven. Fallen asleep while the pastries were in the oven? Really? Really? Is that what we're going with? Sounds like you needed it. I fear I've been a little too neglectful of my sleep recently. The world doesn't exactly stop turning, if you know what I mean. No, but you still need to rest either way. If only rest wasn't accompanied by so many nightmares. Oh, I know how that feels. I'm pretty sure the reason I haven't been sleeping well lately is because I've been having CPTSD nightmares. Which is great because I don't know I'm having them. Because I don't remember having them. But I certainly feel the effects. Maybe the magical fog that put everyone to sleep has something to do with that. I've certainly had an uptick in bad dreams. You and me both. Oh, wait, it's me talking. How apt. Not impossible. What's been plaguing you? Have you tried anything and everything? Spooky ships, ghosts of the past. Let's go, ghosts of the past. I suppose the nature of ghosts is to haunt. I hope they're paid well for it. What's haunting you? It's difficult to explain. Have you ever felt like you were pulled out of the world? Girl, you might need to see a therapist. Like you're standing just at the edge, never quite reaching the world around you. Girl, you might need to see a therapist. You become so invisible to everyone you stop existing, even to yourself. Dreaming of that cursed fog earlier certainly didn't help me feel any more real. When I tried to yell for help, it filled my lungs and I couldn't say a word. I thought it would consume me entirely. Dark. Dark. Dark, I saw that. Dark. Dark, I saw that. Dark. I saw that. Guess who just went live, folks? Anyways. Then someone grabbed my hand and it felt like warmth flooded back through my entire body. I was real again. Kaya had woken me up to let me know she made 2 more batches of pastries. Good thing you weren't alone. Good thing indeed. So you're saying I have the fog to blame for that? I mean, these types of events always have strange side effects, right? Remember the Dune mimic invasion? Everything tasted like sand for months. I'm just glad the fog didn't arrive earlier. Imagine if Kaya and I passed out while we were still on the step. That would have been pretty bad, I suppose. But luckily my hard, unpadded floor caught you both instead. Indeed, anyhow, Dwolof helped us decorate the pastries and then bid us farewell. He was tearing up when we said our goodbyes, and even though they seemed to be tears of joy, Kaya made sure to rush outside before he was done. We had accidentally made more than we could reasonably carry, so we passed them around town. And I saved you some. I appreciate that, though it's a pretty big portion, even factoring in Bee-Bug's appetite. I was going to give some to my parents, but they were too distracted with work. Right. They've just lost several shipments of potions in the Gulf of Fog. It seems our recent weather phenomenon has made it even more difficult to traverse. It's not like we have a festival to host or anything. Potion shipments and the ships carrying them have been getting lost in the Gulf of Fog. The region grows more treacherous by the day. Harley, my love. Harley, my love. Harley, my love. Harley, my love. Harley. 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 What time is it, Harley? What time is it, my love? What are you doing awake at this hour? I'd offer to help, but I don't like your parents is wild. Oh. I appreciate it, but I like you too much to put you through that. They've been working frantically to replace the lost inventory. We've been brewing day and night trying to catch up. Harley, my love, please tell me you don't have work tomorrow. Today, I should say. Technically today. But we can't compensate for all of it, naturally. Harley. Harley, my love, you need sleep. You do me a heckin' concern. My brewing skills are decent, but I'm not the expert they need me to be. Much to my parents' disappointment. But that's family, right? Oh, I could start a whole rant on family. I mean, not universally so. Princess is gonna get that butt spanked. Princess needs to sleep. If you say so. On a positive note, I managed to pocket one of our discontinued potions for you. Am I allowed to have this? Don't question it. Harley. Please tell me you're in bed at the very fucking least. Good lord. Not a punishment if you want it. Jesus. Mersum. +1 to intelligence. Alright. Also, greetings from my parents, I suppose. They still hold you in high regard. Harley. You know who gets a good time? Good girls who get their sleep. I'm sure they do. So, where do you go from here, Miriam? To be honest, a little break would be nice. Although maybe I just did take a break. I did get to back out of the Freya off-site retreat. It's one of those big events where all us mages get together with the administrative personnel for a few days. Some people even bring their spouses and kids along. Ew. What? Why? Why? Ew. 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 Why? It always begins with the usual corporate stuff, tedious presentations on vision statements, and boring charts. You know how it is. Not really. Glad I left that world. After that, the focus shifts to outdoor pursuits. Mountain climbing, camping, mimic hunting, the usual team building nonsense. Will Susie from HR dare to jump into the cursed lake? That sort of thing. Yeah, I can see why you decided to skip that one. I thought you would. Will you get to catch up with your work friends another time then? I don't have any work friends. Oh, I see. Keeping it professional. I mean, yes. You don't mix business and pleasure. Bing, bang, boom. I say, as technically a content creator who technically, all my friends are also content creators and anyways. Sure, let's call it that. And this is why it's a hobby and not my job. I think I ought to get back to the potion brewing, or bench ordering, or flower arch making. Thanks for spending time with me today, Miriam. I really hope you get that break you deserve. Don't be a stranger. Don't forget about me first, kid. Never. Harley, you're feeling very, very sleepy. You want to go to bed. It's our favorite trio. We'll see these guys again in 20 years, although technically we won't see the one in the middle, because we will be the one in the middle. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A ghost pirate ship wouldn't need cannons. What would they attack with? Glitter? Fuck yes! Somebody draw that. Ghost laser beams, obviously. How else would they fight the ghost krakens? Oh, I love this conversation. There's no such thing as ghost krakens. Krakens don't have souls. You don't have a soul. None of that is real. Ghost pirates are merely a myth. I think I saw ghost kraken once. Welcome back. I don't want to say I think I saw a ghost kraken. Don't encourage them. I apologize for the tumultuous welcome, kid. It's good to see you. Can I offer you a drink? Please, I fear I might lose my mind otherwise. What can I get you and your remaining sanity? Something calming, perhaps? The sort of refreshing beverage that'll anchor me in the moment and soothe my spirits? Tea. You want tea? Got it. Counteract the stress headache their conversations have given me? Got it. Tea for you. A stress headache is a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? You're right. I should have said despair instead. Beef with a co-worker, not really beef. Oh, tell me the tea. Tell me the tea. I'll see what I can do to fix your ailments. Bing. Bang. Boom. Let's see. Calming, refreshing, soothe, spirit, stress, headache, despair, right? Stress. Any stress an exhausting day will bring washed away with this refreshing hot tea. The aftertaste, this is what we want. All right, what do we need? All right, and then that one takes us back 2, puts us back forward 1, but then we still need to go. Hang on. What to do? How to do? How did I do this before? This one. Yeah? If I put this one in, just going with it. And then this one. That gets us there. Then we just need to go back 2 on the top. Can we do that without... Yes. Brilliant. Look at us go. Tea for thee. An elixir for a refreshed mind. Please enjoy. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you. I was looking forward to your excellent brews today. Speaking of, I've got something for you in return. On our journey, I met some cotton candy makers from Creta. They settled in Zenith years ago. Cotton candy makers? Fuck yes. You'll get it soon. They sell a special flavor they call Frosty Fruit Mix. They said it was inspired by their favorite drink from their hometown. Oh, I'm sold. Naturally, I asked them for said drink's recipe so I could bring it back to you. That's so thoughtful. I hope it will bring you much joy. Girl literally stands there doing nothing and vanish for 20 minutes, then comes back, then vanish again, then says she's sick and got to leave early. Wonder if she's the same one who... Oh my god. So she's gonna lose her job soon, right? She's gonna lose her job soon. The Cosmic Dipper. Cold like the vast void of the astral sea, yet fruity like one might imagine a deliciously enchanting star. The Cosmic Dipper will fill you with hope of finding whatever you might be looking for, no matter how far away it may be. This drink hails from the icy tundras of Creta in the very far north. Drinking such a delicacy sure is a lucky break. Now I can finally tell you the story of our remarkable success. So that's what you told him to do this whole drinking thing for? Did you go to become friends during your quest? No. We're not friends. Sure you're not. Teammates. Bitter enemies. There she is. That's our girl. She literally got ice cream before she left too. Mind you, we have co-hosts with child and was overheating. And Oh, I hate that. I hate that for you, Hall. What she said. Of course. Did you make friends with the townspeople then? We tried our best. I gotta admit, you charmed them pretty well with your lies and deceit. More like with our creativity. I'm inclined to agree with Gris. Gris? The Fae won't give us their true name. Real suspicious, if you ask me. You're the one running around with bombs up your sleeve. Only because you didn't manage to steal them yourself. That's what you think. What? Now, could we... If you stole something from me, I'll blow you to smithereens, you overgrown twig. I'd like to see you try. Alright, get over here. If you start a brawl, I'm kicking you both out. And how exactly are you going to do that? By temporarily hiring Quasar as security. Now sit back down. Fine. Buzzkill. Watch it, or you'll have to start making your drinks yourself. Can I use your nook? Absolutely the fuck not. Could I get my story now? Of course. Picture this. We arrived as curious tourists looking for nothing more than a few relaxing hours in Vasoa's most idyllic town. It seems as if you're skipping over the parts where you tried to run off at least 15 times on the way there. I was merely scouting the area. It's adventuring 101. I'm sure. It's how I was able to tell you about the colourful spiral patterns on the town's cobblestones before we even arrived. And as if that wasn't fun enough, they were holding a carnival. It was pretty cool, I gotta say. They had a Ferris wheel and everything. Did you ride it? I wanted to. They also had a great knife throwing booth. I won so many trinkets, like this one. Oh heck yeah, trinkets! I think you should have it. I'll find a good place for it. Thank you. Oh, I also won an iridescent cocktail mixing set. Kit, maybe you could show me how to use it? I'm sure you'll figure it out yourself. I guess I'll just have to spy on you then. I mean, that's all you do, right? What was your favorite part, Quasar? Hard to choose. It was all very... exciting, colorful, overwhelming. New. I'd never been to a carnival before. Do they not have them in the Majorcracy? They do. Anyhow, I quite liked the floating bubbles and the endless mirror maze. But my favorite was the crepe station. Oh fuck yeah, I'd fang some crepes. They even had some Majorcracy delicacies. Those I did know. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles, weird, but kinda tasty. The stall was run by the local baker and we took the opportunity to rope him into a conversation about our case. Apparently the thief had recently started cutting small panels of wood out of people's walls. And if he hadn't started preaching about Cassiopeia, we would have found out more. They were struggling. I merely thought they could use some light. They can light a torch. We were trying to avoid attention and everyone was listening to this guy's sermon. But it did give me an idea. What if instead of trying to find the thief, we'd lured them to us? How'd you do that? By using my Leviathan-given gifts for some remodeling. You know, by creating a pattern of colourful cobblestones that would conveniently lead into an empty LA. Seems a bit convoluted. Obviously, I needed to make a scene to get our hidden culprit to look down, so I made the ground rumble as the colours bled into a turquoise serpent. And then someone elbowed me. You were clearly up to shenanigans. Yeah, great ones. Not sure I'd call near fatalities great. That was your fault. Fatalities? You see, when she elbowed me, the spell got a bit out of control. A shockwave went through the entire town square, and the Ferris wheel collapsed. Collapsed? The wheel was clearly flimsy, okay? Oh, poor Andu is all shaky. Oh, I didn't read that. Hang on a sec. The only reason no one got hurt was because Vey reacted so quickly. Vey? Oh, we're changing names again? She's a wizard who was traveling with a party of adventurers. They were passing through Zenith on their research trip. She's doing her PhD on something boring like alleged gnome civilizations on Boreas. That's super interesting. You're just being petty. As soon as the wheel collapsed, we ran towards it. You ran, I was dragged. The wizard had managed to magically catch everyone that would have otherwise fallen. Show off. Agreed. She saved neighbors' lives. She saved people's lives, lives that you endangered because you wanted to show off. If you hadn't broken my concentration, nothing would have happened. How was I supposed to know that you suck at magic? You could have minded your own business. I mean, I do think Chris is right. You could have asked them what they were doing before elbowing them. Especially if you had no idea what you were interrupting. I thought they might hurt someone, and I was right, they almost did. You did contribute to it a little bit. Ugh, maybe, but not more than Gris, so it's definitely their fault. So she never changes. She can never take accountability. I think it's the fault of the missing screws, actually. That definitely was part of it. Someone stole a bunch of screws out of the wheel, made it very susceptible to being knocked over by a spell. Weird thing to steal if I was a thief. You are? If I was a thief in Zenith, I'd go with the flowers instead. They have such an incredible variety. We saw snapdragons, which was certainly good omens for our path of trickery. There was so much clary sage that it was no wonder the whole place felt so calming, and giant sunflowers that just oozed optimism. They can also represent loyalty, you know. Could you give us a break? You already talked about all this the whole way back. Flowers speak their own language. They're far easier to understand than people. I'm sure if you ask them what they thought of you, they'd tell you to lighten up. If the flowers speak your language, I have no interest in learning it. Whatever. Kit, what's your favorite flower? None of these. None of these are my favorite flower. So you guys, vote 1, 2, or 3. I don't care. Oh, sunflowers, zinnias, or daisies? Daisies it is. They seem unremarkable and mundane at first, but they can endure a lot. Even through hardship, they continue to bloom. I like that sometimes that can be enough. Good choice. So back to the topic at hand. Because of your stunt, those amateur adventurers wanted to get us arrested. Unfortunately for them, we managed to sneak away while Una was making them count the screws. Just thinking about all that is making me bored. I think I need a drink to wake me up. Wake me up before you go. Anyway, maybe something icy cold would do the trick. Something that reminds me I'm lucky to be here despite General Screws Loose and Detective Burdock. You know, as a morale booster. Detective what? It'd be a cutting insult if you knew anything about flowers. I don't have the right flowers on hand to underline your point, but I'll see what I can do about that drink. Alright. Alright. We want... Wake me up, icy cold, lucky, and morale booster. So something like this, maybe? Cold like the fast forward of the Astral Sea. Does lucky break. The cold and lucky. Morale booster. So maybe the Cosmic Dipper? Not that. Not that. Not that. Yeah, okay, yep, Cosmic Dipper it is. Alright, how are we gonna make this? That brings us forward 2, back 1. So maybe we can go back 1. That affects the wrong stuff. That also does the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. This will take us back 1. Pink on pink crime. Nice. Alright, so we're right there. We just need to go back 1 more there and 1 there. That takes us back the 1 we need there. Still need to go back 1 more there though. Can we do that? Let me check my... What are we trying to put back now? We're trying to put charisma back 1. And only 1. I don't think we have one that just does charisma. We'll do +1. No, -1. Alright, so we can't do... So close, but so far. Hang on. Start at the top this time. What do we need to go back to? Top 2. We can make them go back. That doesn't do what we need, but that does. We do that. And then... Oh, I overdid that. Shit, hang on. Can we do this? Oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? I'm stupid. Hang on. Let's do this. Takes us back 1. We need to go back 1 here. Then back 2 there. I am not mathing this properly. Hang on. We'll try 2 of these. Which takes us back there. But then we need to go forward on that like 3. I don't think that's doable. How the fuck am I making this game? Yeah, no, it's not enough. Hang on. I've only got 4 notches to do this with. Alright. Nope. Nope. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Hang on. What am I missing? What am I missing? Name? This is the drink I want to make, but maybe I don't have the concoctions I need to make it? But then that needs to go back one. Wait, can I fill it? Okay, I can. I have one more notch. That was fucking hard. Good bee bug. It'd be a shame not to try the new recipe. This is really good. Kind of reminds me of the atmosphere at the carnival. Or just Xanath's atmosphere in general. I wonder what that town's like without the flimsy Ferris wheels. This definitely earned you more of our story. Needing a fresh approach, I quickly won us fake monster hunting badges at the knife throwing booth. Then I grabbed Mr. Should We Get Another Crepe, and we checked on that kid mentioned in the quest. Glad to hear you were having fun while we were all fixing what you broke. Boo-hoo. With our newly found credentials, we introduced ourselves to him as monster hunters, set to investigate the poor kid's fears. Couldn't you have just been honest? Where's the fun in that? The boy was in his living room, hiding in a blanket fort his parents had built for him. Apparently, the monster had stolen his favorite toy brick dragon, so he no longer felt safe in his own room. That monster only came out at night when he was alone, and he was too scared to face it. I expected his parents to be skeptical at the very least, but instead they just asked us to help him. They were very patient and understanding of his fears. Fear shouldn't be taken lightly. It should still be taken seriously. He trusted them enough to share his fears with them. Even if the monster wasn't real this time, there might be another one in the future. They want him to know he can go to them for help anytime. That's quite sweet. Regardless, we thought it safer to have the 3 of them stay with their neighbor's uncle, the baker. I was contemplating what to do next when Gris said they had a plan, unfortunately. Hey, it was a good plan. It was a plan, yes. We decided to pose as the sleeping child. For bait, we set up a trail of screws and loose pieces of wood I'd found at the carnival leading into the center of the child's bedroom. We even opened up the window for easy entry. And then, as the sun slowly set with no sign of anyone coming to arrest us, we pretend to be asleep. Did the bed even fit both of you? Well, enough. Barely, but it was comfortable enough. I almost dozed off. Oh, they snuggled! I was planning on just letting them take a nap when I heard it. Creaking floorboards, tiny tapping noises, this repetitive scraping sound. Stealthily, we peeked over the bed frame and saw a tiny creature, humanoid in shape, with 6 arms, a massive coat, and a top hat that covered half its face. The hat was infused with a single red gemstone in the center. It was dragging the screws over one by one and storing them under the bed. Suddenly, it looked up, staring right at us through the gemstone that I realized was one very strange eye. It froze for a moment, then the gem began to glow, distorting the air around it, filling the room with multiple hypnotic patterns. I started to feel dizzy and so incredibly tired, as if something was pulling my consciousness far away. So in a moment of panic, he pulled down my hat, covering my eyes. I was acting on instinct. Yeah, well, I tried to ask what weird visions Cassiopeia was sending him, but there was no response. Instead, all I heard was someone standing up from the bed and walking towards the window. Then there was a strange buzzing sound that kept getting louder and louder, and I couldn't see anything. So I threw Andu at the sound. Good little Andu! Immediately, there was a loud crash and a squeak. Without wasting any time, I jumped up, pulled my hat off, and put it over the creature, trapping it in place. I spotted Quasar with one foot on the windowsill and quickly tackled him to the floor before he could do anything stupid. Or I tried to, at least. Dude's heavy. The charm had already worn off. You were still looking ominous. I was distracted by the stars reflecting on the solid blue stones below. It was like waking up from a deep slumber. Did you see anything while its magic was affecting you? No. Yes? Maybe? I saw a starless beach. It was impossibly dark and... You felt lost? Yes. No, I knew that beach. My family often visited it. I just didn't want to be back there. Obviously, I didn't want him to get caught under another spell, so I used some of the clary sage I pocketed earlier to make an impromptu anti-charm eye cream. I learned how to make it in the primordial sea from some siren witches. I didn't really want to rub flowers in my eyes, but who am I to complain about divine methods? You love to complain, but it worked. We approached the hat, and as we lifted it, the creature lunged at us. Grizz's familiar restrained it. We tried talking to the unfamiliar critter before quickly realizing it didn't speak or understand any language known to us. But that was hardly a problem. I simply asked Quasar to get us some of that starlight he was staring at earlier. I summoned a small astral star into the palm of my hand, illuminating the dark room. The creature immediately stopped struggling. It was like the light had some sort of calming effect on it. It also threw massive shadows on the walls, which Gritch used to perform a shadow theatre show. Apparently, that's the best way to communicate with strangers. Turns out it was pretty good at shadow puppets. We learned it was building a home under the floorboards below the kid's bed. We found a bunch of stuff stolen from around the house, rearranged into a cozy abode for multiple wee people. Tiny bedrooms, a living room with improvised vases, even a setup for playing board games. Honestly, it should have considered a career as an interior decorator. I was about to ask why it had done all that when suddenly there was a loud knock on the front door. Was it the guards? No, just a snitch. Una. I saw the massive magical light shining from the kid's room and assumed it was probably where I'd find Cassiopeia's favorite glow stick. Cassiopeia's favorite glow stick. I love that. You see, while they were busy napping, Faye's party and I managed to lure the other creatures into a trap by stealing my plan to change the cobblestones. We merely recycled it. But we didn't need to play shadow puppets with them. Gideon has a knack for telepathy, so it was much easier for us. Also, Nemesis promised he'd teach them sign language sometime. I can't keep up with all these names. Then take notes. Turns out the creatures didn't know why they were doing everything either. They didn't even know where they came from or what they were. Suddenly, they were just there, craving dark spaces and shiny objects, and with the urge to build themselves a home. I mean, they had to live somewhere. Why did they change the cobblestone colors? They were bored. Well, they were so scared to be seen by anyone, but also wanted to be seen, for people to know they exist, you know? So that translated into mischief. Can't blame them for that. Zenith manifested tiny critters with 6 arms, strange outfits, and uncertain origins. At least they remember how to paint and hypnotize. Obviously, they couldn't just keep living under people's floorboards or hypnotizing anyone that tried to kick them out, so... You told them they could stay with you? I live in your attic. Do you want to host 100 critters? That is a lot of critters. When she boasted to us about their findings, I thought perhaps they needed some guidance. Like from a temple? No, not everyone needs the divine light when they are lost. I remembered Una's friends were planning to journey to Boreas to study a rumoured community of gnomes. Gnomes are very small and talented builders. Maybe they could help these new creatures find their footing in this world. Are you outsourcing help now? When I must. It wasn't the worst of ideas, so we went ahead and pitched it to the group. But the creatures were hesitant. Turns out they also stole a bunch of parts from Vay's ship and were afraid it wouldn't last the journey. No worries on that front though, we simply fixed it. Duskflotter was surprisingly helpful. I'm sorry, who? Our ministry owns a lot of ships for mission trips. When I first started out at the Order, I spent a lot of time doing bad repair work. Wasn't that bad, you can boast a little. I'm still stuck on the Duskflotter. I worked hard to improve. I did enjoy that your definition of repair included a new cannon. You never have too much firepower. I'm inclined to agree. Of course, Gris didn't bother to help, and once we were all done with the repairs and improvements, they were just gone. I went back to the kids' house to clean up our mess by myself, which is where I found Gris. Practicing building a blanket fort? No, telling bedtime stories to the kid. Not bedtime stories, urban legends. We rebuilt his toy brick dragon, and I told him I'd summoned a powerful guardian of Leviathan into it to protect the dark spaces in his room from monsters. Can you do that? No. You don't know that. Maybe I'm specialer than you. Specialer than you. You wish. Anyway, then we had to head back here to keep Quasar's promise to you or whatever. And Una helped you find your way back? How nice of her. No, I planned to join the adventurers on their ship, but just before they left I realized my transponder cuff broke. Or someone broke it. Quasar? I would never. I believe that. I'm thinking more about that scheming trickster next to you. I didn't do anything. That I can prove, yet. Maybe your weird cuff just broke by itself. What's the big deal, anyway? The big deal? This thing is what keeps me anchored on this plane. Every time the astral currents try to grab me and sweep me back to the astral sea against my will, the modified garnets pull me back to my home base instead. Home base? The humble, the dazzling, drowsy dragon, the humble one. He has a whole workshop set up upstairs with a giant machine hooked up to my water and heating systems. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it only works when I'm connected to it via the cuff, otherwise I might lose another arm. Astral currents are unpredictable. And if I get pulled back now, I'd be trapped in the astral sea again. Dragons know when I'd get another chance to return to Gaia. But the astral sea is a beautiful place. Not if you can't leave. Vay's party was my chance to get out of here, see the world, explore a hidden island I'll never get to see again. But no, instead I have to fix my failsafe and hope I meet another group who'll want me around. Yeah, I'm sure. Whatever, it's fine. I'll fix it. I just hate that I had to walk all the way back here with these losers. Girl, bullshit. At least we got to take a nap break. I do love a nap break. Did you also encounter the fog? I'm pretty sure everyone did, Kit. We passed out like babies, but luckily everyone else did too, so no one, including Gris, could rob us. Definitely put a dent on the day. It was certainly a hazard. Once we woke up, we encountered a lot of confused, scared people. Of course, this guy made sure to help everyone. What other option was there? What would have been the use of that? Right? You didn't have to help everybody. Yes, I did. I'm a paladin. It's my duty. You're mostly a shit. Hey, what was that? How are you doing that? It's just a simple spell to keep the age-rating people off my back. Gaia gifted it to me. Cool. Can you teach me? Please don't. I'll think about it. I'll try to be patient. I found the nap refreshing, to be honest. Made Gris a bit useless, though. They kept staring off into space. Things were weird after the fog, don't you think? A little weird. I mean, it knocked us out. That itself was strange. Sure, but even after that, it looked like the world around us kept shifting, you know? The trees became larger, the leaves brighter, the air smelled like syrup so sweet my teeth hurt. Sounds a little like Avalon. The realm of dreams is intense according to legend. Yes. Isn't that where your sneaky ass is from? I feel like you mentioned something about Ferris wheels withstanding tremors in the realm of the Fae. Wasn't it nice getting a taste of home? It's so difficult to reach after all. No, I travelled really far to get away from home. Is that why you were so intent on keeping the pace up on our way back? Maybe. I thought I kept seeing... Never mind. But yes, obviously, I didn't want to get trapped in that cursed hallucination. Maybe Avalon was calling you back home. No, I'm never going back there. Why did you leave? For the longest time I couldn't. You can't really plane hop all that easily, you know. So many planes hoppers. But I couldn't even explore my hometown, not without feeling like a prison anyway. That's 3 planes hoppers. That's not a lot. But if I had a nickel... We got 2 of them here, and the other one is off having lesbian baking adventures. Whenever I'd get a taste of freedom, I'd end up coming back. No one tells you there's another choice. So you just keep bearing it and bearing it and bearing it. Eventually, I realized I didn't have to. I could just walk away. And go where? Anywhere. Anywhere else. See everything, huh? Be free. I didn't like feeling like I was back there, that I might not be able to get away this time. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? These two share a lot in common. And I just realized that you cannot see that I am circling Una and Chris with my mouse. You're not there, you're here. And you can leave or stay whenever you want. I know, you couldn't stop me if you tried. Though your drinks are a delicious trap. They're not a trap. Coming back to a place you enjoy isn't a restriction, it's part of the freedom you worked so hard to find. Not every routine is unsafe, especially when cute familiars are involved. Those are always a major plus. Do you think the captain can teach Andu some tricks? If you ask them nicely. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Gris, did I make you feel like you couldn't leave? All those times you kept trying to run off? Yes. Yes, you did. I mean, you wanted to arrest me. That's confinement 101. You did commit a crime. You just think I did. Conspiracy, Your Honor! Exactly. I see. I'm sorry. I got a bit caught up in the paranoia of it all. Of making sure you wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I know, and you made some good decisions in Zenith, even when I wasn't around. In any case, you should have been free to make bad ones too, I suppose. I apologize about the constant surveillance. No, screw you. Oh, You apologized. Don't make me repeat it. Thanks. So, you're free to go. Just stop stealing in front of me, you idiot. Got it. I'm gonna go check out that bakery at the port. I heard they have some great plum cakes. Have fun. Okay. Should I make a plum flavor drink? Hi, Bunny Top. How you doing? Yes. Maybe Quasar can get you a piece of plum cake as inspiration, since that was clearly an invitation. Oh, I'm not sure it was, but I shall go ask, just in case. Dragons, they're so dense. And yet, they solved the quest. I have the urge to clap. Oh, that is so bad. I love it. How you doing? With my help. And your sabotage. And your friend's help. Could have been friends. Now the hypnotic creatures are befriending them and I'm back to square one. Square two, at least. You know how to fix the cuff just fine. Then you can get back out there. I just feel like it would have been too dangerous anyway, you know. Cuff would have broken eventually. That or they would have had to be extra careful for me. That would have soured the mood. It's just so unfair. They can just go and I'm stuck here. We're stuck here. Medical debt, so I don't have money for this. Oh, but I'm very sad because of the large portion. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you so fucking hard. There is so much of my wish list. So fucking cheap right now. And I can't afford shit. We are. I like being here. I'd rather be somewhere else too. I like being here. I like being here too. It's just, I'd love to see the world too. Would a drink make this any easier? Oh, you just get me. Hit me with something that'll help me defend myself from stupid Fae breaking my beautiful creations in the future. Or from the astral currents that'll eventually have to wrestle. I mean, Jarish, if you're taking notes, take notes that the Steam Summer Sale also has a lot of Punz's wish list for very fucking cheap, most of it under $10. Like half of his list is under $10. And their birthday is in August. You could purchase it now for delayed delivery. You see nothing. You don't have puns on your list? One way to solve that. Or from the astral currents that I'll eventually have to wrestle. Me? Wait, we don't... Hang on. Do I not have you? That's hilarious. Yes, I do. Yep. There is so much. Half a game used to be like 30. I have so much on my... If I have a look at mine right now. Let's have a look at mine. Wish list. Okay, what do we got? We got Dustborn for $4.49. We got so much. We got Wavetail for $6.59. Whisker Waters for $4.49. Unbound for $4.30. Like that. The Spiritfarer Farewell Edition digital art book for $2.17. We got fucking so much. Immortals Phoenix Rising for $12. We got Blacktail for $9. Paleo Pines. Bramble the Mountain King for under $9. We got Higher for under $6. We got Acadia Fallen for $7. We got Bryn the Last Child for $6. Like, everything is so cheap. Like, Button Witch, that one looks so fucking cute. The Senua's stuff, Senua's games are fucking cheap as shit right now. There's Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew, which I played a demo of. It's fucking hilarious and I want to play. $15. 15 fucking bucks. On Guard, $7.50. That one was fucking hilarious when I played the demo too. Like, holy shit, so much of my list is on fucking sale. It's insane. Forspoken is probably the most expensive that's on sale right now, and that's $34.50. And then there's banishes for 24. Like, holy shit, so many of my wish list is easily under 10 or 20 bucks. Fuck, there's even one that's $1. That's insane. There's one that is $1. A whole dollar. And I can't even afford that. Oh, speak of the devil, hi puns. That's funny. That's so funny. But yeah, Puns was lamenting to me the other day that Binding of Isaac is like $2 on their wish list, and the whole fucking DLC pack is like $7 or $8. That's curious. Have you hidden it from your library somehow? My library is private. When did I do that? How did I do that? I can't remember doing that. That's fucking hilarious. Hi, my name's Kit, and I'm a dummy. When did I do that? How did I do that? Setting. Library. Library. Ready to play. Show games icon. Disable community content. Low performance mode. Low bandwidth mode. Nope, that's not it. It shows up on my PC, but doesn't show up on my mobile device. Might not be mobile compatible? No, but for real, how the fuck did I do that? Account? Nope. Friends and chat? Security. Nope. Interface. Profile. Hang on. A bit. Is that in settings? Or hang on, no. My actual profile? Profile. Edit profile. And general avatar, profile background, privacy settings. Game details, private, friends only. There we go. That's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, have I? Thank you, puns. Thank you, puns. Always something I forget. There we go. Seems like we could use a little bit more of a hopeful attitude about our near future as well. Do your worst to convince me. Alright, what drink are we looking for? Not rumors, drinks. Defend hopeful attitude. Easy. Easy. Probably the brawler. She does love her brawler. Yeah, she loves her brawler. Alright, let's draw the recipe. Call it old age and CPTSD, kiddo. Call it old age and CPTSD. I can hear them now saying, I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid. I'm fucking 19. I'm not a kid. All right, let's see. What can we do? But can you now see my wish list? Ooh, Vulpix. Vulpix. All right, let's see. News? That's an interesting choice of phrase. Okay. Fucking nerd ass. Look at you, you nerd. All right, if I do that, then I just need to go 1 there and 2 there. So, not that one. Not that one. Easy peas. New spawn adult, over 20 is young adult and 25 is adult. Alright. And then when you get to 30, you'll look at all that and go, God, they were all children. If there's one thing Una loves, it's her brawler drink. So, feeling convinced, we'll find out after this ad break. You know the drill, folks. Every time we need to run ads, we go a BRB so no one misses any gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, and take meds if they need to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, let's cut that song short. Hey, we're back. We're back. Hollow Body. I don't think I've heard that one. I'm sure. Hans, have you heard of that one? Ah, it's a horror game. Of course, Puns would have heard of it. But I'm such a big scaredy cat that it had to be a donation goal for me to even play anything labeled horror, especially with scare alerts. So I will be doing that later this year. I'm still yet to set up the doctor's appointment for my Holter. So I have to make sure that my heart and blood pressure are fine before I do so because I've been having issues. So I need to get a 24-hour monitor. And hopefully I get the all clear. But yeah, no, I don't have the best ticker. And I get high blood pressure very fucking easily. The horrors and particularly like suspenseful psychological thrillers where you're always looking over your shoulder absolutely destroy me. I don't mind a horror movie, especially if I'm with friends. But playing horror games is a whole different ballpark for me. Hollow Knight. Yep. I wish I could be down in the dumps about this, but it's delicious. Hey, at least I got to see a pretty cool carnival. And I fixed a whole Ferris wheel. It was actually my first time seeing one. I tried to look up Hollow Body on Steam. Is it not on there? Don't tell Dumb and Dumber. When's the last time you went to a carnival? I went with Mariam and another friend. They invited me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go, whether I'd be too exhausted to enjoy it. But I saved up all my metaphorical spoons and literal knives for throwing, not crime, so I could go with them. It was beautiful and dazzling and overwhelming. I had fun, but by the end, I was so exhausted I slept for 3 days straight. That sounds like me. For real. That is chronic fatigue in a bottle. Oh, one word. Okay, let's have a look. Ah. Okay. Techno survival horror short story set. Solve environmental puzzles, manage limited resources, and fight for a way to escape beyond the wall. Tipper's biggest fear, you're going to an exclusion zone, 20 miles of death and decay. Alone, stranded with limited resources at your disposal, you'll have to push your way through the zone, solve environmental, manage the resources, fight for your life as you try to find a way to escape beyond the wall. Play as Mika, an unlicensed black market shipper who will stop at nothing to find her missing partner. It's been 12 days since Sasha left. You talked about it. That's a lot of reading. Survival horror gameplay inspired by 2000 horror titles. Cinematic blend of dynamic and fixed camera angles. Oh, changing camera angles is... But it looks cool. Logic puzzles, resource management, full voice acting. We love. An emphasis on strong world building. Set in dystopian near future. Carefully paced save points. Difficulty options to aid players. Post-game unlocks and features. Contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. And that is by Headwear Game. It looks kind of cool. I definitely know some people that would like this. It's giving kind of early Resi Evil vibe. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want to close that. Thank you very much. I found a game that's what the developer said is 30-minute experience and it's free. It's themes and an easy dream and selling. So, oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah. I haven't played it, but I think I've seen it. I had fun, but by the end, I was so exhausted I slept for 3 days straight. Okay. Didn't seem worth it in the end. But didn't you just say you had fun? I did. But I feel like I held my friends back, like I dragged them down, you know? Oh my god, this game is just fucking calling me out now. It's just like, hey, I know you behind the screen are chronically ill and fatigued. I just fucking know it. That's why you play this game. I fucking know you are chronically ill. I think your friends asked you to join because they wanted you there with them. I'm sure it's a cherished memory for them both. I hope so. Nowadays, it feels like things like that are just too much for me. I can't handle that much time outside anymore. I need this game to lower its goddamn voice. I need it to lower its goddamn voice and stop calling me the fuck out. Please and thank. Please and thank. I get it. I'll bring you some cotton candy next time, okay? Fuck yeah, cotton candy! You shush, child of mine. You shush! You shush! You shush! How about a miniature Ferris wheel instead? Now you're getting demanding. I like it. I'll see what I can do. I am very demanding. Yes. That's me, demanding. Totally. Yep. Mm-hmm. Truly. I'm like, here's your game. How dare you? Yes, I have played every single one of this series. Yes, I am chronically ill. How fucking dare you call out your player base like this? Thank you, Una. Anytime. Just make sure you're always here when I return, okay? Would hate to be locked out. I'll get you a spare key. As you should. I'm going to go fix my cuff now. Ugh, if I see Gris again, I'll blow them up. Yeah, this game has a very good knack for that. Make sure I get a good view. Got it. Alright, let's see what we've got quest-wise. Tiny critters with 6 arms, potion shipments and the ships carrying them have been Gulf of Fog. Gulf of Fog harbors, great danger. I feel like they... What do you... I can't create a quest. I have so many fucking snippets. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I love that emote. Get some good rest. I need to get me one of those emotes. I did just have a sip of water, but I'll have another one for you. Act 2, The Dreaming. Part 7, A Privilege to Remember. 45th of the Dreaming Moon. You're sitting so far away this time, and you're saying g'day. I did not picture you as an Australian, but okay, g'day. Kit, do you mind if I take a break here? Please sit. What's got you down? Work? That? Life? Everything? Oh, that's a fucking mood, isn't it? That weird fog that's been putting everyone on edge, at least it's not eating people, but low bar to clear. We're still waiting on our delivery from Velos. We use their swamp cabbage in our famous stir fry. Meanwhile, people keep asking me to take away their nightmares, but I don't know how. I might be able to come up with something eventually, but I've been so spent after my shifts lately, I don't know if I'd even have the energy. How about we focus on getting your strength back first so you can help people after? I love him. I love him. He's so adorable. That's why I'm here. I know here with you, I can finally breathe. What drink can I get you? Something that'll give me the courage to go back to work tomorrow. Maybe it can also help me convince people not to burn down the lobster when they hear the shipment still hasn't arrived. As well as inspire me to come up with a placeholder dish. I'll do my best. Alright. Well, we got a lot of choices. Let's see what we got. We need something that inspires courage, convince, inspire. So we need a little charisma. We need a little charisma. He needs to riz people. Inspiring, refreshing, sadness, motivation, fruity drink. Maybe. Sweetness, worries, creativity, confidence. Energy, courage, motivates, hope. Maybe. Inspire, hope, courage. And it has a little riz. I think maybe the Voyager's Dream. Let's go with the Voyager's Dream. All right, so we need... That might work. That gets us there. Right. And then we need 2, 0, 1. Can we get... That might do it. That might do it. Oh, what the fuck? How did that do that? I missed it. Looked. Hang on, hang on. I thought that one, but no, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Maybe one of these can... Not that. None pizza with left beef. I will come in there and I will do something. Not that. Oh, what am I doing here, game? Just gonna empty it out. If I... No. I want my brain to work, child. I'm doing math. I'm too dumb to math. Which one of these? Alright, if I try this one, right? That gets that bottom 2 right, and then the middle one just needs to go across one more. Where am I going fucking wrong with this? Alright. And then we just need... Not that one. That one. I hope this can inspire you to feel a bit better at the very least. I feel like I could come up with 10 new dishes and a ballad along with them. Oh, someone new? Welcome to my tavern, traveler. Can I interest you in a drink? Are they any good? Not sure, are they, Aegis? The best. Are you craving something in particular? Anything that has a strong flavor sounds good. Make it spicy or sweet, I don't care. As long as it'll numb my taste buds. Alright, and who's this order for? Doesn't matter. Very well, mysterious traveler. Coming right up. Alright, he wants something tasty, huh? Strong flavor, spicy or sweet. Alright, what do we got? Start at the bottom. No. This one mentions spice. Good luck in the southern seas. Hope with your future. Maybe the season tides? Hope and courage. Roll is perfect. Boost your energy and courage. Motivates. Nope. With this crystal, enchanting brew, crunchy gemstones, alluring sweetness, melting away worries. A recipe straight from Lemon's Dream. Enchanting soda. Yeah, let's go with the season tides. Alright. To make this, we need to go back one on top somehow and forward two. That one does back one, okay. And then we need forward two, forward one. Can we maybe... Wait, why does that go neg? I thought they went positive. Alright, that'll get that there. Then that just needs to go forward too. Which we can possibly just do with this. There we go. Season tides. Bing, bang, boom. A drink that'll numb you with its deliciousness, I hope. This is surprisingly good. Thank you. There aren't many customers here. Usually that's a bad sign. And yet you are here. This was just the first tavern I saw after leaving the Wadden Sea. Probably a good thing you left. I've heard there's a hungry lugworm on the loose. Not anymore, I took care of it. Almost electrocuted a tourist in the process, but he ended up fine. Excuse me, but by any chance, are you the Aquila Delphine? Yeah. Dragons, I never could have dreamed of meeting you. He's met her! Dream. Aquila Delphine, kin, nymph, age 67. 67. Pronouns, she, they. Class, ranger. Background, burning peaks. Alignment, awfully neutral. Awfully neutral. But as a reminder, folks, Aegis absolutely loves Aquila Delphine. All the stories I've heard. Say, are any of them true? Did you really defeat a mummy single-handedly? Does your javelin teleport or cast lightning? Which one is true? Both, I guess. Whoa! I can't believe it! Oh, I've got to tell my ma about this next time she's in town. Could I maybe get an autograph? I think that I would convince her that I really met the real Aquila Delphine. Just Delphi is fine. Delphi, of course. So cool. No worries. I'm cool. No, you're not, buddy. No, you're not. Welcome to my humble tavern, Delphi. I hope the drowsy dragon will provide a warm break from giant worms and the risk of electrocution. Let's hope so. It's at least cozy enough to merit the potion that unlucky tourist gave me. Here. How nice. I bet life's crazy for you right now. Are you investigating the fog? Are you going to fight it? So we just got Mirage, which does -1 to dexterity and -2 to defense. I don't care about the fog. Also, fight it how? It's a cloud. It did make everyone mysteriously fall asleep, and it doesn't seem to be going away. Is it bad like this outside of town? Yep, it's everywhere. People must be terrified. They always are. Hungry wildfire badgers, volcano creatures, Majocracy spies. Something's always going on. A fog that gives everyone a good night's sleep should be the least of our worries. Volcano creatures? Like volcanoes that attack people? No, like creatures in volcanic environment. The vampire castle by the burning peaks has been swarming with more hungry monsters than usual lately. Yes, we know about that. But we cannot make a quest yet. They've been attacking the nearby village. The villagers now fear the vampire's wrath. The usual. Did they ask you for help? Hopefully, this is enough to now make that quest. Villagers near the Burning Peaks vampire castle are being plagued by increasing monster attacks. Some fear they've incurred the vampire's wrath. Everyone asks me for help. Can I make, actually? Can I do it now, or do I have to wait? I think I have to wait, don't I? But I should be able to make that quest. But you only have 2 hands. Do you need a 3rd and a 4th hand, maybe? Oh, what am I at? What I'm asking is, do you need an assistant by any chance? Oh, you're actually serious? Of course I am. Props to your dedication or delusion, or whatever it might be. You mentioned your ma. I'm guessing you care about her. Obviously, I deeply care about her and Pa, and don't you have a life worth living? I don't take applications. Oh, adorable little pouty face. Hello, teenage dirtbag. How you doing? That's alright, you just seemed a bit overworked is all. Comes with any occupation. Tell me about it. Our kitchen almost ran out of sugar today. Oh, he's adorable. Oh, hello, another new friend? Oh, another new face. Today's my lucky day. I am not a harbinger of luck. I mean, you're kind of fucking hot. Anyway, I'm doing alright. Getting a little tired, getting a little hungry. Looking forward to the PCU closing ceremony. The PCU is the Pride Collaborations Universe. It's something I've been part of since last year, every June. A whole bunch of queer folk get together, collab, do a whole bunch of games together, a whole bunch of panels for the entire fucking month. And being as it is now the end of Pride Month, everything is coming to a close this evening. And we'll be raiding into that when we're finished here. Making mini pizzas for dinner? Fuck yes. It is also 6 p.m. here. We have just preheated the oven. We have leftover lasagna to throw in the oven. Speaking of puns, if you are there, the oven is preheated. If you would like to put the lasagna in the oven, you can do so now. What are you harboring? Death. Oh, sexy death? Sexy death? Oh, I will die with you. Let's go. Are you going to kill me? At least make it a sexy death, please. No. Why would I? It's good to see 2 new faces in here today. Was I featured in the local Auckland newspaper without my knowledge? Right? He's fucking hot! I cannot say. I prefer to get my news from the whispers of my dreams. Oh, and he's emo too? Oh. Oh. Tall, dark, and handsome. Where have you been my whole life? Well, alrighty then. I was told to come here by my friend. This is where we are to meet. I'm Kane. Kane. Oh, hello. You're Kane, the one obsessed with death. Oh, I do like you. I do like you. I'm Kane Radosha, and I am just your local variety chaos gremlin, goth in real life. Kane Radosha, an Earth Echo, age 23, pronouns he, they, class rogue, background the Sae Plains, alignment neutral good. And his friend he was talking about is Kaya. Look at these two cuties. She needs to stop running away and suppressing her trauma, but she's very cute. Oh, I've heard about you. You must be waiting for Kaya, right? You mentioned you and your incredible quark ball recipe. It's her favorite. Making it for her every once in a while fills me with the joy of the living. And he smiles. Her too, it seems. What is your name and your favorite recipe? My name is Kit, and my favorite recipe is whatever makes my patrons happy. What makes you happy? That is a loaded question, my friend. That is a loaded fucking question. Tavern keeping, I suppose. I quite love my tavern. Just spending time here is very fulfilling. Nice, the ever so slightly changing view doesn't bore you. I mean, sometimes people find comfort in the familiar. Rude, I like it. It was not meant as an insult. The view is nice. It would get boring for me after a while, though. The world has just so much to offer. That's why I'm happy for Kit. They are satisfied with their quiet life and the view from their little window. I mean, I get newcomers all the time to tell me stories. What's not fun about that? I do love the gossip. Tell you the truth, there were times when I desperately wanted to explore the world around me. And then I got chronically ill. But some people are made for adventuring and some are not. And some would like to adventure, but their bodies betray them. As much as they may have wished for it. Oop, wrong button. There we go. I get to listen to other people's stories and aid them on their adventures with my drinks. That's a good compromise for me, and the stunning view is just a bonus. Could I interest you in one of my drinks? Yes. Do you serve something that can make me feel alive? Something scorching hot like the claws of death? I mean, in this weather, you gotta be wearing arm warmers. It's fucking cold. Hello? This has been the warmest winter in a fucking long time. I haven't even had to bring out the extra doona. And that makes me sad. That makes me so sad. I fucking love the cold. I fucking love the cold, so when winter comes around and I get to pile doona upon mink fucking blanket, like, I fucking love that shit, and I couldn't do that this season, and it makes me sad. I sleep so well in winter when I can do that. Oh, fuck yeah, food. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna check that the food is in the oven the next ad break. Heated blanket and a fluffy blanket. Yep. So what I do is I have one of those Kmart fluffy blankets, right? And I put that on the bottom because it's nice and soft and it warms up very fast. I then put a light doona on, and then when it gets colder, I put a heavier doona on. And then on top of that, if I don't have the heavier doona, so I'll put a light doona on, and then I will put my mink blanket on under that on the top because it's very fucking heavy and acts as a weighted blanket. So when it gets warmer, I add the extra heavier doona, and I haven't had to. I've only had the fuzzy blanket, the doona, and the mink blanket. Oh, kitties! I fucking love kitties. I haven't had pets since I had left home. I live vicariously through my friends' pets, because as a renter, I have not been able to find a pet-friendly rental my entire goddamn adult life. Something scorching hot like the claws of death. Aren't they cold? No. Or something icy cold like a brother's heart? I'm torn. May I surprise you with one of my creations? I'll pick a good one. Feel free. There's Pet Captain Bee-Bug. Look at him! Look at him! Look at him! And then let's decide on a drink. Alright, so he wants something that makes him feel alive, that is either hot or cold. So we got Slow Strike, I think, is our only hot drink. A ginger cat named Niles. I also have a bird named Sun. I love that! I love that. I grew up in a house that was basically a menagerie. So we had 3 dogs, and then we had a walk-in aviary. We had a chicken coop with 4 chickens and 3 ducks. We had bird feeding table. We had a greenhouse that was acted as a breeding cage that was filled with kakarikis and groundfowl. And then at one point we were even a rescue place. So in the garage we had wild birds. And that is how we ended up with 2 gorillas. I fucking love animals. Here on the southern coast, blah blah blah. So refreshing hot tea, stress, motivation. What did he say? Makes him feel alive. So it's refreshing. I guess that's what he means by makes feel alive. What else? That is not hot or cold. That is not hot or cold. That is also not hot or cold. That is not hot or cold. That is cold. So either the Cosmic Dipper or the Slow Strike. Let's go with the Slow Strike. What did you do, Josh? What did you do? I'm eyeing you Fuck! What? What did you do? Like, you can't get away with it. It just pops. How many? Bro! Thank you, Jarish. Thank you. Oh, good lord. There's so many games. But you bet your ass I'm fucking streaming Shadow Gambit. How dare you? How very dare you? In Pride Month. When it's my birthday next month. How very dare you? I love you. I appreciate you. Alright, we are making the Slow Strike. I forgot we got this too. It just kind of blends in that container. Alright, we need... Not that, not that. Not that. What to do here? How to make this? If that, then no. One of these has got to... Maybe if I try this. And then which one was it that? Yes. Right. And then we just need 2 back on top. Bing, bang, boom. A warming surprise just for you. I can feel it burning me from the inside, thanks. It'll come in handy on my next quest. Fuck yeah! Fucking love the pronoun extension, because then I know how to refer to you guys. It'll come in handy on my next quest. What's next on your agenda? First, meet up with Vin. After that, follow Tuat's voice. I think your drink made him lose it. Remind me to never order that one. Welcome on in. Hi, my pronouns are they, he. You're amongst friends here. I think your drink made him lose it. Remind me to never order that one. The Dragon of Death keeps talking to me in my dreams, but I've not yet become fluent in his language or ominous images. The kid's drink did not make me lose it. If that is the way I am, I assume it's Tuat's fault. Sounds kind of like when your ma would give you cryptic instructions as a child, but you knew she was going to be mad no matter what you did. Kind of. Is there anything you are able to understand from his words? I think he wants me to locate a necromancer for him. Someone who's been daring to interfere with death's rightful cycle. Everything else is just a wild mess. Fragments, colors, sometimes emotions. If you want to, how about you share some of those fragments with us? Maybe we can help you make sense of them. Friends, it's a little early, but I wanted to make sure that we have dinner ready for when I finish stream. So I'm going to throw us on a quick BRB, run those ads. You know the drill. For those that are new, whenever we need to run ads, we go to a BRB so no one misses any gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, and take meds if they need to. I will be back in just a few minutes. Oh, you got loved on too, huh, puns? Alright, I will see you in just a few minutes. And we're back. Alright. Dinner is now in the oven. So it'll be ready just in time. We'll finish stream. He shows me pain, people, red, purple, darkness, lightning everywhere. Something blurs my vision. Steam, perhaps? It glows. It changes. Everything changes. In the distance, there are buildings, a village, or a city, a person obscured. Their faces reflected in pools of swirling water. Their eyes burn into me, but I can't remember what color they are. That's it. That's artistic. Let me try to make sense of it. The red might be blood, the purple, paint, maybe? Buddy. An evil painter? And steam like fog, like a mysterious fog in a village by the water, maybe Borkum? Maybe the city by the water is Borkum. So the necromancer is hiding here. Spilling blood, fog, paint? I'm not 100% sure about the paint, but close enough. I shall look for them and stop them. Will you kill them? A necromancer seems to be hiding in Borkum. Are they being obscured by the fog or did they create it themselves? And are they a painter? Is wild. Yes. Wow, okay, a bit harsh. For crimes against death, you must pay with your life. Have you ever fought a necromancer before? No. How are you planning on fighting this one? With my weapons. Recklessness will only harm you. So will apathy. What will guide me? How are you so sure of that? Because his voice is the only thing I can hold on to. You don't even understand what he's saying. Whose voice would you follow then? My own. I think what Delphi means is you should go into the fight well prepared so you can win. I can speak for myself. For sure, but you have as much emotional awareness as a barnacle. That's it. Call her out. I appreciate your concern, Delphi. What's your name, Ratman? Ratman! I'm Aegis. I'm happy to make both of your acquaintances. You seem to be experienced adventurers. I'm retired. If you count trying out foreign spices, a well-rehearsed knowledge of various spices is a real quality of life improvement. There she is. Welcome back, Kaya. A full bar. First time that's happened. There's my rebirthday boy. Hi, Vin. How are you feeling today? Excited for your super cool and magnificent once-in-a-lifetime celebration? I see you've gathered some people here, Kit. So very fitting for the occasion. I'm not... Don't worry, it's no problem if you didn't get a present. Right. I just met these three. They're nice. Told you so. This is Delphi. She, they? Use whatever, I don't care. They don't have much of a way with words, but they have good intentions. Stop! And this is Aegis. He's good with words and visions. Hi, Gaius. Oh, she will never get his name right. Aegis. Ag. Hi, Kaya. Kane, I got you a little something. I tried my very best and even crossed an endless step for you. Yeah, this is for you, Kane. Happy first rebirthday. Your very own piece of dragon jewelry. Cute and a bit blasphemous. I love its silly facial expression. But I suppose I would look the same if my own foot was stuck between my teeth. Exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Ben. I also got you something. Huh? But it's your day today. You should keep your best presents for my grand 200th. I'm not waiting 6 years. I appreciate you now. I would be lost without our friendship. Oh. It's a Carraria lapidus. Carraria lapidus. Yeah, I can say words. I can say words so good. I can say such good words. I'm so smart. Petals look naturally fossilized. I've heard it's a bit moody and tricky to take care of, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. No flower is too moody for me. I'll take good care of it, you nerd. Now, I just need a name for it. How about... Anthony Plantiago. I like how you think, Kit. I'll ask what it thinks about the name later. Plants tend to be more honest in private. But first, let's get a round of cold and sparkly drinks for everyone. What can I get you? Kane, you should go first. I'll pass this round. Instead, I'd like to give you something, Kit. I'm not sure you're grasping this whole birthday concept. During our travels, we met another one of your kind. A mage? An innkeeper. His name is Quincy. Ha ha! Quincy the innkeep mentioned! He spoke with great wisdom and entrusted me with a recipe. It has since become my favorite drink. I will pass it on to you. You seem worthy. Thank you. I'll prove I'm worthy. Quincy's hot chocolate. For those unfamiliar, Quincy is a content creator. Very famous shorts on TikTok and whatnot, where he has his own tavern, plays a tavern keeper, and his famous hot chocolate is, yeah. So I love this little nod to the D&D roleplay world of shorts and content creation. Perfect for cold nights or days when your heart just needs a little warming up. This hot cocoa with a dash of caramel will quickly wash away your sadness and make you feel just a little less alone. Once dreamed up by an innkeeper named Quincy, drinking this cozy liquid treat will refresh your energy reserves up to maximum as well as restore your confidence with its sweet taste. Can I have a drink now? What, right? Chocolate and caramel go so fucking hard. My throat is still so dry. I must have inhaled way too much step dust. Mix me something with that Nashira potion. It looks so sparkly, so refreshing, so whimsical. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Let's. Alright, so she wants something with the... Which one was the Nashira again? That one. Okay. So let's pour a little in and see what we can work with. Of course she wants the sparkly pink drink. What other drink would she want? Alright, what can we make with that? Alright. So it took... What did it take back again? 2 and 4. Okay. So maybe this one? The Dower Sour? I feel like that one keeps changing, but I feel like I'm probably just going insane. And nothing on that page. So I think, yeah, the Dower Sour is it. If I put this in, right? And then we just need to take that one back one. Can we do that? Oh, I don't think we can. Can we? I might pour out the red. Do 2 of these. And then pull this one back one. By... Oh, I forgot this one exists. I'm stupid. But that doesn't help me here. Okay, so... Not that, not that. Not that. That just might do it. And then we just need... Which one of these? Oh, does none of them do the thing with the thing? Am I stupid? How did I do this again? Because if I do this, we just need to pull that one back one somehow. But then, do any of these negative the top one? No, but that negatives. There we go. I am so smart. SMRT. Sparkling, whimsical, and most importantly, delicious. Here's to delicious sparkles. Is it relieving your dry throat? Yep. Good. What were you doing on this step? The nearest one is very far from here. I was trying to grab you a present in a tomb. Almost being killed by a chimera. Making purdy friends. You know, just trying to live. Purdy, yeah. Purdy lesbian friends. What were you up to? Pondering visions. Did you get anywhere? Maybe. Aegis and Kit have been very helpful. The townsfolk less so. They speak of foreboding figures in their own dreams. A silhouette staring at them within their nightmares. I thought maybe Tuat visited them too, but they didn't dream of death. I thought that was just me. Apparently everyone's having the same dream. That's not sussy at all. Not sussy at all. One of my regulars complained about feeling watched in their dreams too. Like by a giant eye? No, apparently a shadow of someone walked right by her while she was drowning in quicksand. Strange, we should keep an eye on this. Now that I think about it, a merchant in the plains told me something real similar. Multiple people report feeling watched by an ominous silhouette in their dreams. Common fear or common threat? We thought it was a ghost haunting the tomb. And you still went? Of course, no one told me it could possibly collapse. It collapsed? Maybe consider being more careful. Unless you want to celebrate another rebirthday soon. So, while we're at it, what exactly are we celebrating? I might be the only one not getting it, but like, what's a rebirthday? Oh, you're funny. Thank you, I'm not trying to be. Don't tell me you really don't know. It's literally in the name. Even Kit knows, and they never leave this tavern. I hate to break it to you, but I'm not sure what it means either. It's the date of my resurrection. I died exactly 1 year ago. My condolences. I'm still alive. That's exactly why I'm expressing condolences. You could have had your peace already. I'm here for resolution. There's no chance for peace without it. I see. Happy rebirthday to you then. What kind of resolution do you seek? You shouldn't think of dark times on a day like this, you know? It's okay, especially on a day like this. I was murdered by my brother. Why? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I thought we were close. That's a little on the nose. A little on the nose. Cain? Let me guess, your brother's name is Abel. That's just a teensy tiny little itty bitty bit on the nose. Now the everlasting pain of his betrayal hurts more than a knife to my heart ever could. That's rough, buddy. Not that that's rough, buddy! Okay, Zuko. There's no need to feel sorry for me. I'm here again. What gave me a second chance for a reason? Find out why your brother killed you? No, that's part of my past life. Why are you avoiding any type of closure? Don't be so negative. Why would he linger in dark memories if he got a second chance at life? What matters now is my new purpose. Sounds like some proper religious dedication. For sure. Unless I misunderstood to what. I'm sure you'll figure everything out. You've only been here for a year. Don't stress yourself out too much. Thank you, Vin. And thanks to you three as well for spending time with me. Of course. You know? How about we use today as an excuse to do something you've always wanted to do? Something fun. I'm content spending the day here. I wouldn't know what to wish for. Maybe another drink if you don't mind, Kit. I've been waiting patiently for your order. What would you like this time? I've already tried one of your hot creations. A cold drink would be the perfect refreshment for me now. Got it. Well, that's fucking easy. It's the other drink we were gonna make. The Cosmic Dipper. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Alright, let's see. Will that get us what we need? Absolutely the fuck not. It will not. That might. If we can take that back one. But we need to go back. Not on that. Not on that. That could not work. Okay. That will take us back 1. But what we need is to go back to the... Alright, what if we... If only I could remember how I make these every time, but I don't. Because I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Alright, and then... No, which one was it? Good lord, this is hard. Hang on. Let's put this one in. And then try and take it back 1. Not that. Alright. So we've got the bottom 3 correct. We just need to take the second one back 1. How are we doing that? Nope. If I take that back 1 more, and then move that one like this. Bing, bang, boom. The Cosmic Dipper. Ta-da, my famous rebirthday special. I hope you like it. I like it. I've been refreshed. Are you sure this is all you want for your rebirthday? Don't be shy. I basically know half the town. And even without them, I can make all sorts of things happen. I haven't seen fireworks in a long time. I like how they light up the sky in all the colors of your heart. Like someone collecting all their strength in an otherwise hopeless situation right before they take their last breath. My God, he's dark. Inspiring their comrades to push through even during the darkest nights. He's so goth. I love it. That's beautiful. Let's go then. You can do that, Aegis, right? I can figure it out. What could go wrong? Don't forget to paint me a picture. Come on, Kane. Let's make the best rebirthday ever. Delphi, do you want to come with us? No, I'm not one for festivities. Very well then. Feel free to join us later if you change your mind. Thank you for your hospitality, Kit. Enjoy your party. See ya! Take care of them for me, Aegis? Aye, you can count on me, Kit. Are you sure you don't want to go with them? Should I make a fireworks-themed drink? Yes. Would you like a drink then? Sure. Anything that'll make me feel less like this. Maybe something hot and sweet? I miss the feeling of eating fudge in a hot spring. Feeling everything that's wrong with the world melt away. So, hot chocolate. Sounds like what you need is a hot chocolate with a dash of caramel. I'll take one. Alright, so, to make this, not that, not that, not that, maybe that? Let's focus on going... Oh, it looks like this is very simple to make. Okay. And then 2 of these. And then it was 1 of these. And then we just need to go back one on the middle by the looks of it. Can I do that with just one of these, or did I fuck up? No, I fucking cannot. I fucked up. I fucked up. God damn it. All right. Refresh. Try again. That takes us back 1 and 2. Hang on. I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. Those 2 are done. We'll go forward 1 on with this. Then we just need forward 1 on... Can we do forward 1 on... Yes. There we go. Easy peasy. A hug and a mug for a bug. I feel like a comforted bug floating on a gentle ocean wave. Thank you. So, would you like to just stay here for a little while? Yeah. All right. And they return. Welcome back, Hottie. Do you want to talk about it? I don't think so. Okay. Do you mind just talking in general? I don't know. Aegis and Vin found a giant cheese wheel in a rat's dreams. They're teaching him to ride it around town now. I hope Vin can resist eating the whole thing before sunrise. She's a cheese fiend. Or would be, if a fiend liked cheese instead of reaping the souls of the innocent. You know her well. I've only known her for 10 full moons, but it feels like she has known my heart for eternity. Of course, she's not in my heart physically. It's too small. He's so dramatic. He's so dramatic, and I love that for him. And metaphorically, she has only been in it for a very short time. Short in comparison to how long you've lived? Short for how long she'll be in it. For now, we're still in the phase of unraveling each other's mysteries. Kaya has mysteries. She holds many secrets in her depth, but she usually walks away before people can figure them out. Yeah, that's avoidant attachment for you. Really? It seemed more like she was walking towards us intensely, so... Only for a little bit. Vin can get along with everybody, but she has a hard time staying still. We rarely stay anywhere for very long. Does that bother you? I'm not sure where my own path is headed, so I don't mind following in her shadow for now. What will send me a sign if his will requires me to set an anchor? Though I sometimes question if I should give him more time to make up his mind. Wait until he gets a feeling of the terrain and whether or not it's contaminated with undeath. But Vin would rather move on to the next place where life still feels new and unending. She doesn't want to be the last person waiting. Do you think she'll ever leave you behind? No, she's my friend. Friends can leave too. Someone with your backstory should know that. My heart feels heavy when I think of my brother. Heavier than hearts already are. But I can't let that make me run first. Why not? You seem like you have the stats to be a fast runner. I do, but I don't want to be someone who abandons people. I know what that feels like. Which is not very good in case you have not had that experience. You know, when I first woke up, after I had been embraced by the mists of death, it felt like dying all over again. Realizing what had happened, realizing that I didn't survive, but I did come back. Suddenly being connected to something so divine and yet dead, while all of my other connections had been irreversibly severed. It felt like the world had ended only for me, while everyone else just kept going like nothing had changed. But there was someone who saw me in the rubble and offered me a hand. who cleaned off the dust, fed me the worst ghostberry smoothie I've ever had in both of my lives, and proved to me that the sun still comes up no matter what. Slowly my world started to mend itself, not into the same world it had been before, but into a new one that is still an elusive work in progress right now. I felt I lost everything that day, but I didn't realize how much there was still to be gained. And now you have something to lose again. So much to love. But I will admit my dreams have been getting dark and twisty again lately. Even Tuat cannot break through my brother's eyes, looking at me while I bleed out in the snow. Would you like to forget what his eyes looked like? Do you think that would help? No, it's a privilege to remember the people we've loved, even in their most monstrous forms. I would rather remember him like that than lose any part of his memory. I hope he remembers me too. Whatever he loved of me once, I hope it's not been forgotten forever. I don't understand why he would do that to you, your own brother. You clearly care about him so much. Why would he voluntarily lose you? I'm not sure. He never told me. Once I thought about going back to ask, but... I would like to not sound like such a coward, but yes. I'm not ready to face him, nor what we've become. And I got the chance of a new start. I won't waste it by clinging to the past. I can say the words so good. You can't just leave grief behind like that. It's too sticky. I'm not sure. Mostly I'm... heartbroken. Yet the thing in my chest continues to beat, so I will keep going. But I miss him. It feels good to say that out loud. How about you, Kit? Do you miss anyone? Well, I never got to meet Cain in his first life. Rebirth has either made or left him intense, interesting, kind, and brotherless. He still struggles to interpret his newfound divine visions, but I'm sure he'll figure it out with time. According to his best friend Kaya, his corkball recipe is to live for. I like how they did that. Instead of to die for, to live for. What was the question again? I forgot. Do I miss anyone? Oh my boy, do I. Boy, do I. I can never go back and talk to her though. That's the worst part. Granted, all the things I would say don't matter anymore. You should still say them. They matter to you. Maybe another time. I'm not ready for the out loud part yet. If you don't want to dwell on the past, how are you feeling right now? I'm worried. About what? Everything? Yes, I mean, look outside. Borkham isn't usually covered in a strange fog that puts people to sleep for a whole day. And I know we're all used to seeing strange, fantastical things around for Soa. But what does this mean? Where does it come from? Is it dangerous to be outside now? Is it dangerous to go to sleep? And my closest friend of the last 2 years just came back from a quest where a Ferris wheel could have collapsed on top of her. I know she can handle that and much more, but I'm still worried. Because she might not come back next time? There's always a chance, isn't there? That's a scary prospect indeed. Is she not well equipped for the trials of adventure? She is, but what if she gets into a situation she's unprepared for? Sure, she'd probably just end up inventing something that would help. But what if she decides not to come back? That's worse, right? Who would fix my roof? Or catch me when I fall off the roof? Or talk to me during quiet nights and lonely mornings? For now she will. Revel in that instead of already mourning her absence. Speaking of, I need to catch up with Vin and Aegis before they accidentally plunge us into an era of darkness by summoning a cheese wheel big enough to consume the entire realm. Delphine, are you sure you don't want to come along? They should have already headed to some place ages referred to as where the magic happens. Perhaps he has a portal to the ethereal weave? I might take a night swim. Maybe I can walk out and show you the way to his kitchen. I think that's what he was referring to. Yes, you can. Alright, thanks for the drinks, Kit. Delphi has been a hero long enough to have seen it all, and these days she's desperately yearning for some rest. Though exhaustion has made her withdrawn, I can tell she still cares deeply for her fellow people. Maybe she just needs a little bit of patience and a warm drink. Good night, Kit. We will return to you. Alright, we should be able to make a quest now, right? Right, we've got so much. Burning Peaks? No, come on. I can't create it. What? What are you? What are you? So much. Like, how is this not a quest? These are all the things. I don't understand. What do you can't create a quest? That's some bullshit. These three definitely go together. Like, how is this not a quest? How? Necromancer. In their dreams. Like, how? How are these not quests? How? How, game, please? How? I don't understand. I'm so fucking confused. It's not funny. How are these not fucking quests? How are these not fucking quests? I'm so confused. Game, please. Oh my god. There are so many. These should be quests, bro. Oh my god, that's insane, friends. I don't know. I guess I'm done. I guess I'm done. I guess I'm done. Fucking hell. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some grade A bullshit that I can't make quests. But on that note, friends, I'm going to leave the game because the PCU closing ceremony is about to start. But they haven't gone live yet. So, quick update on the plan ahead for the next week. Tomorrow, we have our usual stream. We will be doing Iberian Legends. So, more romance and cryptids. Friday, we have our Ko-fi movie night. So if you are on the $6 Ko-fi tier or above, feel free to join us. Saturday, Lego Batman. Sunday, Ghibli movie night. We haven't decided on a Ghibli movie, so if you would like to choose a Ghibli movie, post it in Discord. Join us. That is open to the entire community. We hang out in the Low Spoons VC with our mics off, and we just watch Ghibli movies and then maybe hang out a bit after. Then Monday, back to stream. Wednesday, stream. Next week, thank you very much, Jerish. Next week, I do have an inspection. So keep an eye on Discord for any updates on maybe postponing streams or cancelling streams or whatever. I will try to keep to schedule, but I do have an inspection and that does take priority. So please, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for following. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for just being you. And until tomorrow, take a raid message with you. Go be your queer little selves. Celebrate PCU. And I will see you all tomorrow.